Alright, here's a quick and dirty shoulder exam to prep you for step 2 CS. So the first thing you want to do is inspect front and back for asymmetry, deformity, or any atrophy. Then you want to palpate bone. You'll start with the clavicle, then you'll go to the posterior scapula, the coracoid process of the scapula, and then the greater tubercle. And then for bursa, you'll have a patient move her arm back like this. There's a subacromial and subdeltoid bursa. One is about here, and one is down here. Move the arm back. Whenever you're palpating, you could find the AC joint. Remember, clavicle, acromion. So it's where the clavicle and the acromion come together. Any pain there? Again, all of this is palpating for tenderness or deformity. I'm going to go to her biceps tendon. Any pain with this? And palpate the sit muscles in general. Next thing I'm going to do is test range of motion. Aptly scratch test. Megan, can you do this for me? Any difficulty with that?
No.
Okay. I'm going to have Megan turn around so that you can see this next part. If you have Megan put both of her hands in the back like this. And then can you press off of my hand? And press off. This is called lift-off test. Any weakness with this can indicate a rotator cuff tear. Megan, you can have a seat. I'm going to go through the rest of range of motion now. Flexion. Can you lift your hands all the way above your head? And then extension all the way back. If you'll put your hands right here at your hips, internally and externally rotate. And then we're going to abduct them away from your body and adduct them. And then don't forget cross-body adduction. I made it purple because it's kind of special because people tend to forget it. But will you move your arm across here? And I can help her with that. And then the other side, and I can help her with that. Any pain with cross-body adduction can indicate a problem with the AC joint. Next things I'm going to do is drop test. So I'll take Megan's arm, have her completely relax it. I'll lift it through this range of motion. Then I'll say, okay, Megan, use your muscles to slowly lower your arm. As she slowly lowers her arm, if her arm drops once it gets to 90 degrees, that can indicate an entire tear or a complete tear of the rotator cuff. Next thing I'm going to do is empty can. Pretend you're holding 2 cans. Stick them straight out to the sides. And then I'm going to move your arms in just a little bit. Pour the cans out. And then resist my pressure. Any pain or weakness with this can indicate a rotator cuff tear. Next thing I'm going to do is O'Brien's test. Thumb straight out. Resist this pressure. They'll actually go a little bit in. So press, I'm going to press down. Okay, now thumbs down. I'm going to press down. If Megan had any weakness with that, or any pain that was different with her thumbs up than her thumbs down, if there's a difference in how it felt, that can indicate a cartilage problem. If it was the same pain, or if she didn't have any pain, that can indicate rotator cuff, or no problem, pretty much. Okay, so we've done drop test and empty can and O'Brien. Now speeds test. Megan, will you put your hand palm up and then resist my pressure? That activates her biceps tendon here. So this can indicate a biceps tendonitis if there's pain with that, or biceps tendon problem, and then also labral pathology. Next thing we're going to do is infraspinatus. So Megan, again, with your hands in like this, I'm going to press in on Megan's hands, and I want her to press out on my hands. This is going to activate the infraspinatus muscle of the sits muscles. So if she had pain with that, it can indicate a rotator cuff tear. Next thing I'm going to do is NIRS. So I'm going to put her thumb down, keep her thumb down through the entire range of motion, and I'm going to lift her arm all the way up to here. If she starts to have pain once I get about here, that can indicate impingement of a tendon or a rotator cuff tear. So impingement or rotator cuff tear or inflammation. Same is true with Hawkins test. I'm going to take her arm, I'm going to have her keep it at about nipple line, and I'm going to make a 90-degree angle here, and I'm going to hold her elbow, and I'm going to push down here. This is called Hawkins impingement. It's pretty much the same thing as NIRS. Next thing I'm going to do is compression rotation test. You can do this with your patient sitting up. I'm not super tall, so it's easier for me if she lays down. So we're going to have a patient lay down. I'm going to put my hand on her shoulder. I'm going to have her relax her shoulder completely. I'm going to compress and rotate. This will articulate on any cartilage that could be injured or torn. And then I'm feeling with my left hand for any crepitus. That's the end of the shoulder exam. Good luck at Step 2 CS. Thanks and give 'em.